Hello everybody, welcome to the Geelong zone. It's been a while since I posted and I really wish this was done under better circumstances. But unfortunately we've had probably one of our worst days in this country since, I don't want to mention his name, but since the Port Arthur killings. As you're aware, this is a football content channel, but I have been posting different things. Political agendas, TV show watch-alongs, cricket watch-alongs, and I felt like this video is important. And it's not about likes, it has nothing to do with that. I've said this many times, I don't care if I get 1 view or 1 million. And if it was about likes, I would have done this live, as this story broke live. Today at Bondi, well, last night, so far, and I hope this number stays the same, as tragic as this number is, 12 people lost their life to 2 gunmen with what can only be described as an act of terror, and it has been described of that as a terrorism attack. And I hope it stays at 12. 20 more people are injured in hospital. A 10-year-old girl is in hospital who got shot. There's a 3-year-old girl also who got shot at. A woman fell on top of this 3-year-old girl to protect her from getting shot. That woman is doing okay. But as I said, this is the darkest day since the Port Arthur killings, which happened 30 years ago, almost 30 years ago, 97. Don't want to mention his name. Don't want to mention these 2 dickheads' names either. We live in a country where we're not even safe at our fucking beaches without some left or right bullshit going on. Now, my political agendas have been clear. Have been clear. Now, if you're new to this, you're watching this, I'm not left wing or right wing. I am more 1940s soldiers. You know, I've got a huge family, a rich family history of soldiers going to war. My great grandfathers, so my nana's fathers, went to war. They fought the Germans. So I kind of have that views. Anything to do with soldiers, Anzac Day, I'm very big on. War memorials, always pay respects. My great grandfather is on a war memorial in Adelaide. I go past it quite frequently, actually. So I'm not left or right, but I have those kind of views. So people say, in my bio it says right wing conservative, right? But I'm not conservative that way. I'm not a Charlie Kirk, that kind of person, conservative. But that's what it says. Point is, we live in a world where we can't even go to a fucking beach. We can't even go to a fucking shopping centre. We can't go anywhere without a left versus right debate or something tragic happening like this. Killings, murders. It wasn't a killing, it's actually murders. 12 people got murdered. 12 people got murdered. Now I can sit here and go on a rant about a type of ethnic backgrounds, but at the same time we need to remain calm about this. I know there'll be a lot of retribution. We just need to remain calm. More deaths serves no one. We've lost 12 people already. No one should go out there and do anything stupid. I know they want to. I'm sure there's a few people that want retribution, and they'll target a group of people. Let's calm that down. More death serves no one. We are angry. We are. And if you want to have the mindset of deport them all, and I'm talking about Muslim backgrounds, that's fine. You can have that debate. But let's not do anything stupid. Let's not take our fate into our hands. Let's not be a judge, jury, executioner. Like I said, I'm sure there's some people, whether white Australia or Jews, that want to do something stupid in retaliation. Hold. Just hold. It's a heinous crime. Kind of speechless. I don't know really what to say about this. Thoughts and prayers go to those 12 people, the families, and everyone that's been affected. And I hope it stays at 12. One was already too many, but now 12. Well, 11 really. 11. It's really 11. I don't give a fuck about the shooter. So I'll say 11. Thoughts and prayers to 11 people that have died. One of the other shooters is so far in surgery. So why you want to save him, I've got no fucking deal. People say maybe we want answers, we want to know. I couldn't give a fuck, to be honest. I think we know what the answers were. And unlike he's going to tell you, this terrorist, he's going to preach to the court, preach his bullshit. No point. You know what they ought to do to that son of a bitch? If this was me, this is what I'd do. Put him on a helicopter, and I don't give a fuck if he had surgery, by the way. Put him on a helicopter. No, that country below Australia, geographically, below Australia, called Antarctica. Between Antarctica and Australia is the Indian Ocean. If that was me, I'd fly out to the Indian Ocean and I'd push that son of a bitch out of that helicopter into the middle of the ocean. I don't give a fuck what people think about that. I don't give a fuck if people call that barbaric. I don't give a shit. But that's just me. Drive him out. Why do I keep saying drive? Fly him out middle between Antarctica and Australia and push that son of a bitch off. I couldn't give a fuck if he's on a stretcher. I don't give a shit. That's what I would do. Good luck. Good luck, mate. You won't get past 100 meters without shark taking you, which would be nice. The sharks, they're hungry in that region. Don't get many people down there. Don't get many animals down there. You know, it's a very cold place. Oh, wouldn't they love to eat that son of a bitch? Wouldn't they love to eat him? Keep him in the shark's belly for weeks and weeks, slowly digest him. That would be a good investment. No, we've got to save his life. Shoots at 2 cops. And there's footage of cops trying to give him CPR. Yeah, I would have thrown him fucking back in the ocean. This left and right violence needs to stop. What this idiot, what this evil monster has done, he's fucked his own people. Didn't even realise it. Because we want retribution against his race, the Muslim people. So he's fucked his own people by doing this. So their logic is full of shit. Picked a certain event, certain type of people, and open fire. Just spray wherever they can find, kill. Like the Christchurch white supremacists. They killed all those people, all those Muslims in the church. These two Muslims just wanted to do that. Guns, MO belts like they're fucking Rambo. One guy had an a bullet belt with all little fucking bullets in it. Empty one clip, he'll just fucking reload the gun. It's a miracle. It's an absolute miracle. There's not 30, 40, 50 people dead. Though there's 20 in hospital. So I said, let's hope it stays at 12 or 11. Not counting that fucking son of a bitch that died. You know who really this benefits? There's only one type of group that this benefits. Who'd be praying for this to happen. Who'd just be laughing at this to happen. That's the neo-Nazis. They'd get more recognised for this. Because they'll make some bullshit statement and they'll say, oh, we told you so. Well, they got the best of both worlds. They got a terrorist attack and a terrorist attack on Jews. They would love this. Absolutely love it. I don't share their views, so I'm disgusted in them. My grandfather went to war with those Nazis. I'm not going to call them neo-Nazis. I'm going to call them Nazis. Because that's what they are. Neo is pretense. Means nothing. It's just a post-war word. They are Nazis. My grandfather fought them. They do not represent me at any time, at any point, ever. I don't give a fuck how many people they got, who they're running for parliament. Though I must admit, I get their ideas where they come from. No, they want to clean up Australia, fair enough. But I'll never support the way they do it. Beating up Aboriginals at campsite, doing protests, using war memorials to push their agenda. But that's who this type of group is going to benefit mostly from that. Because they don't give a shit about the Jews, they don't give a shit about the Muslims, they want them all deported. Who made the terrorist attack? Muslims. Let's deport them. Who did they hit? Jews. Yay! They get the best of both worlds. They'd be laughing at this. And people are stupid enough to probably say, you know what, they're right all along. So they're going to benefit most from this. Because they don't care. They'll come out and say, well, you know, just look at the Muslims fucking killing all these people, and Jews always causing trouble. It's always the Jews. Get rid of them. Shocking. Terrorism has no place in Western culture, has no place anywhere. Anywhere. Whether it's Muslim on whites, whites on Muslims, I don't give a fuck. Has no place. No place. No place whatsoever. The hero that probably saved a lot of lives, that disarmed one of the terrorists, is Muslim himself. Allegedly Muslim himself. I'll use that word alleged because there's reports of it. Hero. Saved a lot of lives. Fortunately, he made one mistake. He left the fucker alive. But he saved a lot of lives. He must be given respect. Must be honoured. Highest possible award. To that man, I salute. But like I said, if it was me and I disarmed that gun, I don't think I would have shot the guy. I would have shot him once. I would have emptied the whole clip. I don't give a fuck. Would have emptied the whole clip. But I won't hold that against him. Saved a lot of lives. A bomb was found in a car in a car park. So these two son of a bitches weren't there just to kill 5 or 6. They wanted to kill as many people as possible. They wanted to cause nothing but chaos and mayhem. That was their only goal, chaos and mayhem. They wanted to take as many people as they could down. So let's get political. For the sake of argument, we deport every single one of them. For the sake of argument. Then what? Look what's happened in America. Donald Trump deports them. And they send out these so-called ICE agents and they drag these illegal, they call them aliens. I don't know where that word came from. But these ICE agents drag them by their legs. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. But if you need to deport people, I'm for it. Safely, wisely, don't, give them at least some respect. You don't need to drag them out by the feet, but mate, you're here illegally. See you later. You've committed a crime. See you later. Now, I'm not. When I mean deport them, I'm not talking about. So I apologise if I just said all of them. I'm talking about as in all of them, as in the people that have committed crimes in their country. They've came here to seek refugee, or they've came here to seek refugee status and they've committed a crime. I mean all of them people. And this is where we need to relax. This is where we need to calm down. So where we can't have retribution on innocent people, on innocent Muslims. Right, let's relax. Right, because what would they achieve? Let's say someone says, you know what, I'm going to go to a mosque and kill 5 Muslims. What does that achieve? Nothing. This causes more blood and violence and deaths. Doesn't achieve nothing. So let's just hold on that. Just hold on the retribution. Let's just wait. As far as that son of a bitch that's in the hospital, fuck him. Dump him in the fucking middle of the Indian Ocean, between Antarctica and Australia. And I don't give a fuck about human rights. That I want to be clearing. I don't give a fuck about his human rights. I don't give a fuck. He lost that. He lost that when he opened fire on innocent kids and people. He lost that right when he decided to kill as many people as he could. So I don't give a fuck if people think I'm being harsh with him. Dump the fucker in the middle of the Antarctic. That's just me. The people that the Muslims that commit crime, not just Muslims, but any refugee. I don't give a fuck if they're black, Muslim, European. So I'll mention them all. I won't be discriminative. I'll mention them all. Fucking send them back if they commit crimes. If they have committed a crime, before they come here. Keep them fucking there. Come by the boats. Oh, a boat's sinking. Oh, well, fucking bad luck, mate. Bad luck. How many times have you heard a story, right? Of they come by ship, they come by a boat. The boat's sinking, the boat's sinking, the boat's sinking. Yeah, okay, come on. Without even doing any background checks. Mate, I'm sorry. You're sinking, that's your problem. Good day, see you later. Go back. Horrible, horrible day for the history. And this is where the far right, the far left have to be careful. I've already seen disgusting comments on the far left. Already seen comments trying to say, well, he's not a Muslim, he did this. He's not a Muslim. He's a Muslim. Sorry. Far right. Well, let's get our guns and fucking shoot at what we can see. No. We don't want that. We've already lost 12 people. Or 11. We don't need retribution. We don't need the far right going fucking insane. And as for those Nazis, Thomas Sewell, well, I'm sure he'll be in all his glory, as I said earlier. They're going to benefit from the most because everyone's going to think, you know what? He was right. Maybe he was right. But his agenda is just as disgusting as anybody else. No, let's give this a Cragen. No, give a gun to Thomas Sewell. What's he going to do? Well, no, I know what he's going to do. No different between what we saw at Bondi Beach and those Nazis. It's always the Jews getting picked on. I find that I'm starting to get pissed off by that, actually. They put up a lot of shit by Adolf Hitler. They got gassed, they got murdered. Almost like, trying to think of the word here. A bit like a coup. They got all the Jews in Poland, gassed them, put them in concentration camps. And they finally got rid of that monster, and more monsters are coming. And they have to put up with that on a fucking beach? Are you serious? Kids? Why does it always have to be kids with anyone that does this kind of stuff? USA school shootings, always fucking kids. Always kids. You don't see a guy walking into fucking Burger King and start fucking opening fire. It's always kids at schools. Like the beach. Just firing at little kids. There was a 3-year-old girl. 3-year-old girl. And a woman went on top of her to protect her. Absolute joke. So what do we do? What do we do? Do we go extreme? Which I said does not suit anyone. That should not even be in anyone's mind. Let's calm on that. No, we want retribution. Let's calm down. Do we go an alternative approach? Do we say, you know what? If you're Muslim, or if you're African descent or whatever, or European descent, white European descent, and you weren't born here, send them home. Do we do that? What I want to know is, how did these guys get the guns so quickly? There's very strict laws. When it comes to guns, this is not America where a 14-year-old man can walk into a gun store and buy an automatic rifle. It's not one of those times. Not one of those times. This country, since the Port Arthur massacre in Tasmania, we have very strict gun laws. Very strict. Where police have the right to search you. If you own a gun in Australia, police have the right to randomly come along one day at a random time, whether it's 2 o'clock in the morning or 2 in the afternoon, to see if you've got that gun in your safe. The gun must be in a concealed place. And when I mean concealed, a safe with a code. Apologies, I'm having camera problems. That was just my battery saying I've got 10% left. But as I said, you must have a gun locked in a safe. And police at any time can come in your home and check if it's not in that safe. And if it's not in that safe, if it's lying on the ground, lying on a cupboard, you will get arrested. You will get charged. That gun will be taken away. That's how strict we are here. So how did these guys manage to get bullet belts, double barrel shotguns, a rifle? How did they get access to that? That's what I want to know. And a car bomb. A car bomb, which is notorious in certain countries. There's been incidents in Pakistan where car bombs have been used to assassinate people. And they do a lot of damage. My God, they do exactly what they do. You park a car in the middle of the side street at Bondi Beach, it will kill people. That explosive. It's just one of the worst. You know, I was alive obviously with the Port Arthur killings. I was too young to remember it. It happened in '97. To happen again, and this could be worse than that. Could be worse than that. You know, 20 are still injured. So it could be a lot worse. Police officers, a rabbi/priest is dead. Terrible. But you let them you let them in. This is what happens. Happens all around the world. Finally happened in Australia, didn't it? We had the cafe seat, but that was one lone wolf. One lone wolf. This was an actual duo. This is a group. It wasn't a single lone gunman. It was a duo. Deliberately attacked. Deliberately planned and attacked. And we have left-wing terrorists out there applauding this. Oh, well, don't blame the Muslim. Was not a Muslim. Let's not do that. Oh, well, I'm so happy. You know, plenty more Israelis where they come from. They need to be sent to the fucking Indian Ocean too and dropped out of an fucking airplane or helicopter too. They're fucking idiots. Absolute fucking idiots. Now, as a Geelong contenter, I'd be so annoyed if I see one Geelong fan celebrate that. I'd be so annoyed. And if there's anyone that is following this channel and thinks that's funny, go do yourself a favor. Go to the beach, fill your pockets with sand and rocks, and walk into the ocean. Because I don't want to fucking hear you. Or see you. In fact, the only time I want to hear you is that you fucking drown. So that's what I'm saying. Fill your pockets with rocks and sand. Head into the fucking ocean. See how far you get. I'll see you on the 6 o'clock news. So I've got no time for that shit. It's not funny. kids have died in a country where it's supposed to be safe. Hardly ever, 30 years, almost 30 years, that something like this has happened. Mass shooting. It's so rare. It's making headlines all around the world. Disgusting. Absolute disgusting. And I love it. This is where the bit of conservative comes out here. I love it. If this was a right on Palestine attack, everyone would be complaining. But when it's Muslims or Africans on someone else, we don't really say much. It's almost like the more compass is with one type of religion or ethnic, and not the other. That's what I hate. I don't like that. I hate that. I see everyone as the same. I don't give a shit where you're from, to be honest. I don't give a shit if you're European, African, Muslim, Indian, Jew, Christian. I don't really give a shit. But this time, it was a Muslim on Jews. And we have people out there thinking that's okay. That's okay. Oh, well, what about the fucking kids that Israel bombed up? All the 20,000. Well, for one, that was in Gaza. And two, this is Australia. That kind of shit is unacceptable. This is not fucking America. Happens in America all the time. I think it happens in America every day. It's because it happens all the time. No one gives a shit about it. Because it happens so commonly. Happened in New Zealand with the white supremacists. You innocent hundreds of Muslims in a mosque. Happened in Europe. Happened in fucking in a Nordic country. Where a white guy opened fire, killed 80, 90 people. Remember that? I think that was Finland or Iceland. And he was crying in court. White supremacist and Nazi was crying in court. Not because he was going to get jailed, but because he filmed himself killing people, just like the New Zealand supremacist filmed himself. And he saw that footage and he was like that, crying, and he was like, oh, I did something great. We don't want that here. We do not want that in this country. Well, I fucking don't. I don't. So it's now up to Prime Minister, who I didn't vote. Is he going to finally have some balls? Or is he going to fucking fold like a deck chair, caught up into a little ball with his mummy, with his dummy in his little mouth? You going to show some balls, Prime Minister? You got pressed by a journalist today, saying you recognise Palestine as a state, blah, 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 all that bullshit. You said we take it very seriously. Easy chance. Start deporting. Here is your wonderful chance. Are you going to be a man or are you going to be a coward? Because if you're going to be a coward, you might as well go to the fucking Antarctic Ocean and I'll fucking drop you there too. Walk the walk, mate. Before more people get killed, whether it's Muslims on Jews or Jews on Muslims, someone else is going to get killed at this rate. No, Every state has a problem in this country. Victoria, knife crime with Africans. Victoria, everyone seems to do a crime, they get bailed. Tasmania, Port Arthur incident. Beautiful place, Tasmania. But when you think history of Tasmania, that's going to happen. And now, what do you think of the history of New South Wales, Sydney, Bondi? Always going to be this now. It's changed this country forever. This will not go away. You're thinking, 20 years, no one's going to remember this wrong. 30 years wrong, 40 wrong, 50, 60, 70, 80 wrong. It's always going to be in our history now that a terrorist opened fire, killed, as we stand, 11 people, or 12, not including the terrorist that died himself, fuck him, and injured 20 more people. Is that what it takes? Is that what it's going to take to the Prem to open his big Beetlejuice eyes and fucking see the bigger picture? Because if it did, that's bullshit. Sacrifice people for nothing, mate. Fucking idiot. Absolute fucking idiot. And because of this, both sides probably going to be fatalities. It's going to be retribution. That's your problem. You did this. Could have said no to him. Donald Trump said no to him. I mean, whether you hate or dislike Donald Trump, he said he wasn't going to bring him in. He fucking meant that. He fucking deports him. He gets his ICE agents. He drags them by their fucking arms and legs. Throws them in vans. I don't want that to happen. Because that will cause panic, more mass hysteria. But Mr. Prime Minister, you need to do something. This cannot go on. This is unacceptable. There needs to be a huge consequence for this. And I'm not talking about the fuckwit that killed those people. Because as I said, you just drop in the middle of the fucking Indian Ocean between Antarctica and Australia. Let the sharks deal with him. Fuck him. Sharks are hungry in that region anyway. They'll fucking eat him in 2 minutes. He won't reach 50 fucking meters. I'm talking about what are you going to do to prevent this from ever fucking happening again. And if you do nothing, if you just blab, 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 then, mate, you might as well step down now. Weak cunt. Or you're going to be a man and grow some balls. I have a big mouth. I say a lot of shit. But I was speechless when this happened. I did not know what to do, what to say. Place like Australia. Country that just cries out safe. It's safe. Not anymore. Can't even go down a fucking beach. Can't fucking roam the city without getting attacked with knives. Unbelievable. Great-grandfather fought in the war to prevent Hitler and his fucking goons from dominating Europe, dominating the world. And for what? To let this happen? 100 years later or 90 years later, whatever. That's what my grandfather did? Is that how we're going to repay him and other soldiers that went to war, died protecting this country? Is this how we're going to fucking repay them? Unbelievable. It's just It's just wrong. This could have been preventable. And I do not want to hear any fucking left-wing fucking idiot say, oh, well, it wasn't predictable. They just did it on the fly. It wasn't predictable. What, making car bombs? Having fucking double-barrel shotguns? A bullet belt? You don't think they just said, you know what, let's have a beer and let's talk about this? Fuck off. They knew what they're fucking doing. They wanted to kill as many people as possible. And by some miracle, only 12 people died. By some modern miracle. And I hope it stays at that number. No more deaths. Forget about the retribution. Forget about it. Let it go. There's going to be people out there that want it. Let it go. Let's not go to 13. But at the same time, it's got to be the biggest fucking wake-up call ever. Just fortunate that 12 lives got sacrificed before we could fucking see the bigger picture. My prayers and thoughts go towards the 12 people, well, the 11 people. I don't give a fuck about the shooter's prayers and thoughts. Fuck him, dickhead. Absolute fucking wrongin', mate. Absolute wrongin'. You had cops. He shot 2 cops, and cops are giving him CPR. I would have just fucking tasered him. Fuck him. Let's see if the fucker will talk then. That's what I would have done. I would have tasered him. Fuck it. We've got doctors doing surgery. Guess they got to do their job. But just fucking put him in a helicopter between Antarctica and Australia and fucking dump him out. I don't give a fuck. But no, we've got to save his life. We've got to know why. We've got to know why. Even though we know why. Oh, but it's a humane thing to do. It's human rights, all this bullshit. Oh, fuck off. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Human rights. He lost his rights when he decided to open fire on kids and women and fucking men at a celebration day. Targeting fucking kids caused what happened to happen. What rights does he have? As I mentioned, thoughts and prayers to the victims, all their families. Very, very sad. You've seen this shit with Adolf Hitler and Nazi Germany. Getting it now, aren't you? Come to this country to escape that shit. For a better life. And this shit happens. So after all these years, the Jews are still getting targeted. Hitler, white Europeans, Nazis, and now Muslims. Enough's enough. It's just becoming America. Do we really want to go there? Where someone dies, someone retaliates, they die, they retaliate, they die. Is that where we're going? Is that really what we want to do as America? Really? Disgusting. This has been the Geelong Zone. No, it's the off season. You got to keep some content going. I know it's been a week. I had no pleasure in doing this, but it had to be done. And like I said, it wasn't for likes. I don't give a fuck if one person views this or a million. If I wanted the likes, I would have done this 5 hours ago. I would have done this live when it was happening. What a waste. What a waste. All because two fuckwits decided they want to cause nothing but chaos and mayhem. And yet we have to apply CPR. We have to take him to surgery, put him in cotton wool, protect him, give him a cuddle at night, make sure he's got socks on his feet. Because it's human rights. All human rights. We've got to help him. We've got to protect him. The left want to protect him. He's got to be protected. Just fucking dump that son of a bitch in the fucking middle of the Antarctic. I don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. Fuck his human rights. What fucking human rights? Fuck his human rights. And fuck the far left. They're saying human rights, human rights. You've got to protect him. He's got to be protected. Fuck you, dickhead. Dickheads. Every single fucking one of you. I can understand arguments from left and right, but when it's right-wing terrorism, right-wing neo-Nazis or left-wing terrorism, fuck yourself. Fuck off. You can fucking join. The far left can fucking join the fucker in the fucking Antarctic Ocean. I don't give a shit. Can all do like a little big rank holding fucking hands, singing Kumbaya in the fucking Antarctic. I don't give a shit. Fucking freeze to death. Fucking human rights. That cowardly killed fucking innocent people, shot on fucking children. Are you kidding me? 3-year-old girl. But we have to try to save him. It's the humane thing. Humane thing. You know what I think of the humane thing? That's what I think. Fuck yourself. Fuck your far left human rights shit. Just dump that fucker in the Antarctic. Bang. He's a big tough man. He likes to shoot at fucking kids and little girls. I'm sure he can survive the fucking cold, nudity. I don't give a fuck. Human rights, my ass. He has no rights. The only fucking right he hasn't got is no one's gone in the hospital and fucking killed the fucker. Should be grateful of that. Like I said, if I was the police, I would have just tasered the fucker. If I'm a doctor, I'll give him the wrong and said, isn't this so fucking hilarious? Imagine a doctor saving innocent kids, saving those kids that cunt shot at, like that 10-year-old girl, and he has to save that piece of shit. He has to save that piece of shit. If that was me, if I was a doctor, book him in for surgery. Oh, here's a nice little blood artery here, a little cut with a scalpel. Oh, fuck, I missed. Oh, shit, well, he's dead now. Oh, well, fuck it. But no, human rights, the humane thing, we have to keep him alive. We need answers to why. Fucking pathetic. I feel for that. I feel for those doctors having to work on that piece of garbage. I feel for that police officer that had to give him CPR. The worst days that I'll never forget. Like I said, Port Arthur, I was young. I wasn't even 10 years old. So I don't remember the stories. I remember the incident, of course, but I don't remember the I don't remember the news reports. I don't remember all that. This I won't ever forget. Because two fuckwits decided they want to be clever. They wanted to cause a movement. They wanted to cause mass hysteria. They wanted to cause chaos and mayhem. Terrible. And as I've said, I like doing this. There's a lot of good communities out there. I've been on a lot of community channels. I'll go on Hoops Crew a lot. I go on the Carlton Jumper Punch a lot. Good people. Anyway, guys, that is the end of the show. Make sure to like and subscribe.